Hey there, guys. How you doing? I'm Yalek, and we're going to be doing Dr. T in just a second. It's the Volcano tea, though, because yesterday I put off doing the tropical Dr. T video in favor of the video ranting about, me actually being able to play warships now. Ranting, like, in a good way, though. Anyway, so we'll be doing Dr. T to make up for that. It's a pretty good one. But before we begin, just so I'm not boosted, because I'm not going to do Dr. T boosted for you, right? I have 5 statues on this account, and this is what I have just been up to. I mean, pretty much all morning I've just been, because we have the extra GBE tribe, so I've just been going for everybody, and with warriors, and it's so much fun. Not on this account specifically. You see, I just got here. This guy formerly was a number 1. I mean, he has all offense now, but I don't usually see bling on any of my accounts, really, but so good for him. Anyway, so this guy, and this is a long way to go if you're not boosted. So the only thing that makes this possible is the fact that his mines are, he has mined the heck out of the path to his HQ, but apparently it did not occur to him that somebody might go the other way. So minimalistic smoke drop, because I need to save as much GBE as possible for the smoke costs for this trip. He does have ice, by the way, and also there's an HQ health tribe, so I'm sure he had that going on too, but I actually didn't check because I don't care. I'm still using warriors, damn it, as you can see. So I get here and I have enough GBE for my taunt and 1 shock and nothing more, so at this point we're just crossing the fingers and praying, but yeah, that was fun. You can't do this. You can do this when the smoke tribe comes, the cheap smoke tribe is around, and you can do that when we have the GBE tribe, when you're unboosted. When you're boosted, you should be able to do something like that normally, but without a boost, normally that wouldn't be possible. Anyway, on that note, cool. What do we have? Love this new feature, by the way, where you can press attack and still, before you've done anything, you can still scout. So 14, 28, 42, 58, and we needed to get to, no, 54, and we needed to get to 50. Okay. Sorry, counting my GBE use there. Why see, we don't even need to bother with scout button ever at all anymore, because you can check mines. Alright, great, thanks. And then you can check the HQ health, and in this case, I don't love deploying troops in the early stages of Dr. T. I would rather not. Just because you don't ever have to. The first 2 stages for sure, and usually 3, and sometimes 4. Especially if you're doing 4, like with this method. You can get through those stages. Same for Hammerman, by the way, or Friday, his imitation game. You should be able to get through the first several stages without ever deploying troops, and if you don't deploy troops, then you don't have to train troops, you don't have to spend gold on troops, and always about that, where possible. Just so used to the scout button. So the health on that, not really bardable anymore, so there's only one way to do this. Planning on going to the machine gun at the left shore, the one closest to the beach, so we need to clear only the mines between there, and then we'll go up to the shock launcher. But yeah, whenever possible, saving troops. The whole point of doing this is to try to show how, I mean, this event, on a good day, I can lose like less than a boat of warriors, and warriors are dirt cheap, so that to me is it's a lot of fun, because I mean, obviously it's great for the resources and everything, but there remains a challenge in it. Excuse me, I don't know what that was there. There remains a challenge in it because the challenge is to try to, be as clean as possible wherever is possible. He said after a very, very sloppy run-up, but we didn't lose anybody, mainly because these defenses on level 3 are, not that strong. So, speed and efficiency, that's what we're looking for. So used to years, though, you gotta forgive me, it's just years and years of hitting scout. Definitely not barding. Obviously gonna have to shock that. Nothing else down here to worry about. There's another shock launcher out there. We'll position the troops around this one so that bullet will taunt it, and that means we really only need to remove probably, we'll say these 2 mines. It doesn't, well, any 2 mines basically right there around the HQ, so we're not hitting doubles, and the boom mine shouldn't be a factor. The bullet get everybody's attention. Oh, we're going to go around the outside of that stuff, aren't we? Cool. Alright. 2 shocks, maybe a critter up top. Not wholly necessary. And medkit, because that also helps keep people alive while we're standing in the midst of a bunch of things that want to shoot at us. And, okay, still not too shabby. Might not be a 1 boat kind of day, though. This is losing troops a little bit sooner. But then again, I'm usually doing this on the other Dr. T event, the Jungle Dr. T event. There it is again. Just years and years to have it. And that event is, it's a smaller map, playing field, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so I'm thinking we want to sit on top of, once again, that, hang on. We want to sit on top of the shock launcher, which means we're going to want to remove, well, first of all, we'll probably go to this flamethrower right in the middle of the map. To pause for a second, we're going to want to remove these mines on the way to the shock launcher. Please get that little mine, thank you. And then these guys up here. And that should be all set. Shocks, probably one that's going to be off at like 5 o'clock, 5:30 on the HQ. And find our flamethrower one more time before we start. And then we're going to wait a moment. Go light on the smoking through here to try to save a little GBE, because this is a bit of a journey here. Okay. As soon as bullet catches up, you're back on your way again. Get a med kit. Gonna throw a critter into there too. To take some of the rocket fire and stuff coming from the other direction off to the right hand side. There was a shock launcher down there. I actually didn't check that, but it doesn't look like it ranged. And so we make up for some of the earlier losses there by not losing anybody. Nice straight path on that one, which is why I went for the approach from the right as opposed to the left. The left is shorter, but then you have to take an angled path, and that complicates things. Okay, well, there is a shock launcher. Doesn't look like it really ranges. Kind of a weird day. Normally, there are more of them. So, what do we need to do? If we're coming from this side, the short path, probably gather up here. That's not exactly straight between these two, but straight enough. The path will just kind of run up like that. And that means Bullet should be taunting, hopefully, all of this stuff. That won't matter. So we need a shock and a shock and a shock. And as for mines, not a lot we have to worry about, but let's get that. And then just to be on the safe side, let's get those two up there with the boom mine behind them. Oh, there's a third there. Doesn't really matter though. Okay, same as before. We're gonna let Bullet grab a bunch of attention because he likes that. He said the beach was cold and we needed to warm him up. Okay, so they have killed my anchor point. Well, Bullet, not they. Let's see. So here's what we're gonna do then. Go over to the machine gun. And then up to the HQ. Medkit. Bullet gets his taunt out. 3 shocks. 1, 2, 3. And the medkit. And another medkit because we can, and another taunt. Not too terrible. 2, 4, 6, 7. Definitely not a one boat kind of day though. Both of these events are just so easy with the warriors if you just follow a couple of the simple rules, like trying to observe your lines as much as possible. Obviously we're going to want to approach from the right here. This is a very long walk over there. You don't have any shock launchers to speak of. That's not going to range the stuff at the HQ. So, wow. Okay. So, we're just going to approach from over here, and then probably a critter and maybe a shock, just because. That's even a bit of overkill. Yeah. And almost no mines to speak of. We'll pop that just to be safe. And this time we'll use full cover. We're not going to go with the bullet attention trick. Okay, so to make this as well the straightest run possible in that case, we'll go to the mortar first, and then super safe on the smokes. We can do that because we have extra GBE right now. Thank you, GBE tribe. Love the GBE tribe. And so we're just going to chuck a critter into there and this out there, and that's mainly to keep the critters alive longer. We're going for the mortars. Get that out. I wasn't counting taunt, and I should have been, but I was talking. So we'll do another taunt, probably early. But that's okay. The critters are keeping us alive. Their taunt's keeping us alive. The medkit's keeping us alive. And that way we don't lose troops. Efficiency. Because when it comes to these guys, I think I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, but I don't think it's unreasonable. So nobody lost there. Nobody lost there. We didn't lose any, but we did deploy troops on that stage. 4, we lost 3. 5, we lost none. That was actually better than I thought. I felt kind of gross going into stage 5. Like, well, we lost troops. But so far, that's 3 up to stage 6, where we lost 7. So 10 for the day, and then 2, 12. Still not, I mean, you can't complain. 2 boats of warriors is, well, you can go and look, and they're cheap. That's nothing at all. So I'm always happy with that, but I've done better, and we'll try to do better next time. Anyway, I love doing Dr. T with my warriors. Used to be more of a chore, and when I learned the Zuka way, you can always win with your Zukas, but that's often difficult as well. Ooh, we've got maintenance inbound. Alright, so good time to be wrapping things up and I guess getting on with my day, but with the warriors, it's a stroll in the park, and this is how you do it. Anyway, like, thumbs up, whatever, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.